Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to the Bingkai channel that will explore cultural arts and the variety of past human life, today and our future. My name is Mr. Tegar. Let's get to the main topic. The debate about who deserves the title of the greatest of all time is increasingly being discussed, whether it's by FIFA officials, ball observers, or fanatical fans. This does not yet involve the names Maradona and Cristiano Ronaldo. However, after Lionel Messi managed to bring Argentina to the World Championship at the 2022 FIFA World in Qatar, the candidate focused on the two names Pele and Lionel Messi. In several aspects, Messi has surpassed Pele's achievements. For example, in winning goals in the World Cup, Lionel managed to score 13 goals, while Pele scored 12 goals. Also, in the winning competitive goals, Lionel Messi managed to score 798 goals, while Pele scored 757 goals. Regarding to the Ballon d'Or Trophy, Messi became the king by winning 7 titles, and Pele did not officially get the title. Because the awarding of the French football magazine trophy was originally only given to the European players, then in its development, there were changes, namely for non-European players who also took part in the European clubs. Throughout his career, Pele from 1956 to 1977, Pele never defended the European Continental Team. Only after French football magazine made correction to the system and criteria for awarding titles did Pele finally get the appreciation he deserved. He was recognized as entitled to the Best Player trophy for the 1958, 1959, 1960, 1961, 1963, 1964, and 1970 editions to compete with the original Ballon d'Or winner. Then who was the right to be the king of the world football? Well, before that, let's take a look at the 10 world legendary soccer players. The 10th position is occupied by Alfredo Di Stefano, or usually called Saida Rubia. Stefano has a very successful career that lasted more than 2 decades. The Argentine has won several individual awards as well as championship, which includes the Ballon d'Or, which he won in 1957 and 1959. Alfredo Di Stefano is one of the only footballers to have won the Best Spanish Player category on 4 occasions. In addition, he won the South American Championship with the Argentine national team in 1947. His fellow soccer player and those around him also recognize his skills. His extraordinary agility when playing makes him highly admired as one of the best players amongst other players who are no less great. Today, Alfredo Di Stefano has left all of us and all of his good historical records in the world of the world football. Number 9. Roberto Baggio. One of the best soccer players who come from Italy, Roberto Baggio is a very extraordinary football player. Roberto Baggio always managed to captivate his fans not only from his playing prowess, but from his very distinctive hairdos. During more than 30 years of his career, Roberto Baggio has always been able to amaze his fans with his very unique and distinctive dribbling technique. Roberto Baggio is often nicknamed for the very special thing, that is, there is an angel who always sings around his feet. Roberto Baggio is one of the great soccer players who mastered the curved free kick technique. He was so great, he won the World Football Player and Ballon d'Or in 1993. Not only that, but he also won a Player of Century Italy in 2000s. Currently, Roberto Baggio is no longer active in the world of football. Number 8. Michel Platini. Who doesn't know Michel Platini? The legend who left a valuable mark throughout the 20th century in the sport of football. Any football fan will be familiar with the history that Michel Platini once scored. This French soccer player has a very successful career Because of his excellent career and abilities, Michel Platini managed to survive in his career path for 2 decades. Throughout his career, Michel Platini won a European Cup in 1984. He also appeared in the 3rd place at the World Cup 2 years later, namely 1986. Not only that, but he also won the Ballon d'Or on 3 occasions and has been the World Player of the Year twice. Number 7. Johan Cruyff. Who is familiar with the total football style? Yep, Johan Cruyff is the player behind the total football style that shocked the world at the time. Indeed, behind the scene is Rinus Michel, but the actor who competes on the field is Johan Cruyff. Not inferior to the several other players, Johan Cruyff has also won the Ballon d'Or 3 times. He also won the 1974 World Cup Golden Ball, and he once led his team to the 2nd place at the 1974 World Cup. Number 6. Ronaldo. Furthermore, in 6th place went El Fenomeno, who is also often called Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima. One of the attackers from Brazil has created a reputation as an unrivaled figure because of his flawless dribbling style. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima also has an incredible pace and such a beautiful finish. Before El Fenomeno turned 3 years old, he had even achieved the record 200 goals for club and country. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima has won the World Cup twice, the Copa America twice, and the Confederation Cup once, as well as the Ballon d'Or in 2 different occasions. Number 5. Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane, who is usually called Zizou. Zinedine Zidane is one of the best players of his time. People will remember very clearly that the goal he scored with Real Madrid against the Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League final. People will also recognize the lifting print that Zinedine Zidane once did for the French to win the World Cup in 1998, 22 years ago. On the pitch, Zinedine Zidane plays with a calm and balanced style and agility. Zidane also won the Champions League, World Cup, Ballon d'Or, and many other honors during his career. Number 4. Cristiano Ronaldo. Who doesn't know the one of the best players who occupies the 4th place? Yup, Cristiano Ronaldo is a soccer player who truly known for his powerful attacks. Currently, Cristiano Ronaldo plays for Al Nassr. Cristiano Ronaldo is an outstanding striker who can score very complete goals. Cristiano Ronaldo is very famous for his goals, which can be considered extraordinary goals. In addition, his determination to strive for success greatly impressed people. So far, Ronaldo has won Ballon d'Or 5 times, the Champions League, the UEFA Nations League, and also has a FIFA Best Player title. Cristiano Ronaldo is also commonly referred to as CR by his fans. The name CR has been very well known since he was still playing at Real Madrid. You must have often watched Cristiano Ronaldo while on the field and scoring goals. Number 3. Diego Maradona. Who said having small stature would make it more difficult for you to adapt to the rest of the players? Precisely, this is what makes Diego Maradona in the 3rd place as the best players of all time. Having stature that can be considered quite small in the soccer game can be detrimental to you as a player. However, if you are strong enough to have extraordinary abilities and skills, this can be a very big advantage for you. For Diego Maradona, his stature is an advantage. Even though you can say that he is smaller than other players, however, he felt the huge advantage that could be exploited. His career as senior has lasted for approximately 21 years, and in that period, he also won the World Cup, won the FIFA Player of Century, the World Cup Golden Ball, and also World Cup Golden Boot, as well as many other awards. Guys, everyone is confused to determine who is the greatest of all time, Pele, or Lionel Messi. The number of achievements and medals they won was almost the same, Amid this confusion, there is an alibi that strengthens the Pele status better than Lionel Messi. Apart from Pele's record, the only player to win 3 World Cup trophies, career Pele took place when the world of football in the past was difficult to live in. The difficult challenges are in the quality of the game, technology, the infrastructure, and regulation that had not been waiting until now. Balls and shoes in ancient times were made of genuine leathers, which was rough and heavy. And with wet grass, the shoes become twice as heavy. Compared to this today, where shoes are made as light and comfortable as possible to support players' acceleration and execution, supported by a smooth and well-maintained field. While Pele's era attempts to score goals were much more difficult, the field at that time was criticized a lot like a potato gardens and farmland where there were many holes. At the time, the players didn't wear dry fit technology like now, and if they sweated, the costumes would feel heavier. It would feel like carrying a friend. Another thing that supports Pele's reasoning that football in the past was more difficult is the regulation of players, which allow opposing players to be rough as any way possible. Pele played football in 1956 and FIFA didn't apply the card dealing rules until 1970. Imagine playing without yellow card and red card, so the tendency of opposing players to be rough and underhanded is very high. We'll try in every way to stop Pele's game when scoring goals. With these various alibis, their position is like this. Number 2. Lionel Messi. Messi fans must have understood very well about Messi. Yup, Lionel Messi appears to occupy the second position as the best soccer players of all time, being one of the best goal scorer and most prolific players in football history is something to be proud of. Lionel Messi comes from Argentina and once joined soccer club in Spain called Barcelona. Lionel Messi's genius on the field makes fans feel proud and amused while watching him play. Not only that, but Messi is also known for his amazing free kick style. Messi is also known as a very reliable playmaker to direct the ball so that his clubmates can score goals perfectly. The Barcelona player, who also moved to PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, has also won the Ballon d'Or 7 times, won the Champions League and the FIFA Club World Cup, and also named FIFA Best Player. Number 1. Pele. Who doesn't know this one soccer player? Of course, if you're a follower and fan of soccer, you must be familiar with the Pele, a reliable soccer player who is now ranked as one of the best soccer players positions of all time. The king of football named Pele was present at the age of 17 and shocked the whole world, including his fans. Pele has shaken the universe of the world of football with a very extraordinary genius. The ability he has with scoring goals is very great. Pele, throughout his career, which was lasted for 24 years, has scored more than 757 goals. It's very amazing, isn't it? If we want to discuss all the achievements that have been described by Pele in the world of football, it will certainly take a very long time. During his heyday, he also won various individual awards for football players and has also won several tournaments with the Brazilian national team, which include World Cup and FIFA Player. In addition, Pele is one of the best young players in the World Cup. There are still many awards that cannot be mentioned one by one.